Hey guys, welcome back. This is episode 2 of my Franchise Hockey Manager 7 rebuild with the expansion. Ottawa Senators. We just finished up season 2, and we were exactly one game better than we were the previous year. So in their inaugural season, they finished 10-70-4. Well, I guess we were a little bit better than that. This season, we finished 11-66-7. So with one additional point. Wait a second. I don't know how that works. That doesn't make sense. We had one more win and 3 more overtime losses, but we finished... I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is we stink. And we are looking to rebuild. And I asked a question at the end of the last episode if you feel like I should go for... Because there are a lot of decent prospects that are out there right now in free agency, and this is even before we get to the draft. And I asked if you thought I should go after it, and the consensus, which was from Savoy, is that I should go for it. So that's what we're gonna do. So we've got obviously more money than we know what to do with. So let's just start throwing it around. So the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to give Nhl Bulin a 3-year $3 million contract. Come on, what am I doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Use for all. He's going to be a star player, and we will ask for response, and we will submit. So we'll see if that gets us done. Obviously, Daniel Alfredsson has to be brought on to this team, and we're going to offer him far more than 160 just to lock it down. Let's offer him $500,000 a year for the next 3 seasons. So we got Alfredsson and Bulin that we've offered contracts to. Thomas Holmstrom. Let's just keep going here. He wants 140. We'll give Thomas Holmstrom 400 for 3 years. And we're just going to load up on these guys. Nicholas Havlid, we need to bring in. He's only a half star, but we need to bring in some defensemen. He wants 130, so we will give him 350. And we will lock that down. He's not going to be great, but we need bodies, and we need bodies that are better than the bodies we have. John Madden is another one who's going to be brought in. Maximum contract limit reached. All right, so let's do this. Let's buy out some rights here so that we can get some of these players locked down. And if I have to... eat some money, I'll eat some money. We've got plenty of it to spend, so why not? Most of these half-star guys can just kick rocks, as it were. Buyout rights. I don't want to buy out the rights of anybody who is more than half a star. All right. So let's see what that does. Let's get us back into the free agent center. So far, Alfredsson, Havlid, Holmstrom, Bulin. Do we want to bring in Roman Czechmonic? Czechmonic as well. I think we're going to continue to go young. So Madden was the next one. So Madden wants 135, so we'll give him 300 as well. Sammy Kapanen. Andreas Dockel, we'll bring him in. He wants 160. We'll give him 200. I want to start... I don't know what the right term is, but I don't want to, I want to improve the team here, obviously, as quickly as we can. But what I don't want to do is, I don't know. We'll just keep going. We'll see what happens. I guess I don't want to buy my way to the top, even though I fully expect us to be terrible again this year, even with these signings. We will sign Chechmanek. He wants 130, so we'll give him his 300 as well. All right, so we'll see how that Alfredson, Chechmanek, Dockel, Havlid, Holmstrom, Hobby Bulin, and Madden. I think I'm okay with that. I mean, that's really everybody, but except for Sami Kapanen, but that's fine. Sami Kapanen can go elsewhere. So we are going to go up to the draft order now, and we'll go through the draft. Hopefully a lot of these players sign here. Alfredson, yeah, so far these guys, let's see. So who did we get? We got Hobby Bulin. So far, that's it. So far, Hobby Bulin's the only one who signed with us. Darren Shannon for Dave Poulin. Smoke got traded. I was a huge Brian Smolinski fan when I was growing up. He actually lived in the same condo complex as me when he played for the Bruins. So, big Smoke fan. Traded to Vancouver, unfortunately. Nothing major there. Players need to be signed. Yeah, the Bulin wall can have number 39. All right, so whoa, okay, a lot happened here. Okay, so Alfredson wants more money. Wow, okay, 605 for 3 years. All right, let's bump this up to 750. Wow, a lot of Andreas Dockel. He wants more money. He wants 269, so let's give him 350. I'm happy that I'm at least getting the opportunity to make counteroffers rather than it just coming back and saying he signed with this player instead. Draft order, we have the number 1 pick. That obviously makes sense. Let's take a look at free agency again, since a lot of players just had their contracts bought out. I don't suspect there's going to be anybody particularly good in there, but can't hurt to look. Jorgen Janssen, Alexander Prokopiev. It's the main reason I don't want to sign these guys. I can't pronounce any of their names. All right, let's go to the draft. All right, so we have the number 1 pick in the draft. And I think it's got to be, let's see. We got Rafalski, Todd Bertuzzi, Martin St. Louis, Tim Thomas, Steve Sullivan, Evgeny Nabokov, Milan Hajduk, Elias Boyle, Theodore, Matthias Oland, Wisnowski, Sami Salo, Vokun, Frederick Modine, PJ Axelson, who is another favorite of mine, Victor Kozlov, and then a bunch of 2.5-star players. So I think for me, so Bertuzzi is better offensively right now. St. Louis is better mentally and physically, which is a bit of a surprise. Offensively, Bertuzzi's better, but I think for me the move is St. Louis. I don't want to take an offensive defenseman first. If there was someone like Pronger or a really elite defensive player, a defensive defenseman, I would go for that. But I think right now the pick is going to be Martin St. Louis. So Martin St. Louis, you are the first pick in the history of the Ottawa, I guess in this playthrough of the Ottawa Senators. So let's go ahead and skip to our next pick. So Rafalski went second to Anaheim. Bertuzzi went to the Panthers. Elias to the Lightning. Jeff Halpern to the Sharks. Surrey to the Flames. Steve Sullivan to the Oilers. Hajduk to the Caps. Olin to the Flyers. Chris Clark to the Whale. Boyle to the Sabres. Victor Kozlov goes to the Bruins. Nabokov to the Jets. Drury to the Kings. And then a run on goalies. Theodore, Thomas, Vokun. Mike Johnson to the Canadiens. Wisnowski to the Isle. Tyson Nash to the Nordiques. Tremblay to the Canucks. Ryan Smith That seems to make sense to the Rangers. Aubin to the Penguins. PJ Axelson goes to the Red Wings, which is a shame. Modine to the Stars, and it's back to us. So we could go after someone like Ruslan Saleh, who's 1.5 star, 2.5 star, or we could go after Sammy Salo. We could go after Jovanovski. That might be the move. Doesn't look quite as developed, which is a bit of a surprise, but yes, Ruslan Saleh is far more developed. He would immediately be our best defenseman. I think we're going to go after... So Salo is, I mean, they're all scouted at A with a C or D, potentially to reach that rating. So, I mean, we could go Yaro Spacek. For me, it's down to Saleh or Jovanovski. And in the way these guys look right now, Saleh is the better bet. 6'1", 212. Jovo is 6'2", 210. I'm going to take Ruslan Saleh. I don't know if that was the right move, but that's what we're going to do. So let's go to the third pick. Okay, so Salo's still there. We could go after a goalie. We have some forwards on here. Valeri Bure is probably not a bad choice here. Pretty good offensively, pretty good physically. He's 20 already. Sergei Brylin. Yeah, I think the move is Valeri Bure as our third pick. Pick until human. All right, so I mean, it's anybody we pick is going to be better than anybody we have, right? I mean, I think that's ultimately what we're looking at here. So, do we go after Spacek? Do we go after Caberlet? Or Sergei Brylin? I think we're going to take Sergei Brylin and try to build that depth down the middle. And if either of those defensemen are there with our next pick, we'll make a move then. Caberlet is there, so we will take Francisek Caberlet with our fifth pick. This draft is going to go 11 rounds. I don't think there are going to be that many players available. Matthias Timander, another former Bruin. Maxim Shuzinski. He's already a 14 offensive and a 15 defensive. I mean, he's got some pretty good ratings. Sure. Really, now I'm just looking for players that I've heard of. Mike Peluso. So I think because I've heard of Matthias Timander, we're going to take Matthias Timander. Keep going. Is this really going to go 11 rounds? So we're on round 8 right here. Corey LaRose, Aaron Downey. Ugh. There's just not much left. Mirko Ludeman. He's a little bit more developed, so we'll take him. I guess we could take Skraskins. He's somebody I'm familiar with. Or, no, we can't. Sean Hines. Shin Larson. Denis Afinogenov. Who does a scout think we should take? Jason Holland. Sven Felski. So we'll take Shabanoff because it can never hurt to have more goalies. Mike Maniluk. His ratings look a little better, so we'll take him. You love the 11-round drafts here, guys. You just love it. Peter Nordstrom, Koivisto. Tom Koivisto. I've heard of him. We'll take him. That was round 11, so I think this is it. Yep, we're done. All right, so that's the end of the draft. We have to go to unsigned. And let's, do we want to... I think we signed all the 1.5 star guys. I'm contemplating letting St. Louis develop. I mean, how do they develop? There's no, the way this is set up is there is no minor leagues. Or I mean, there's our minor league squad, but there's no like, ECHL or anything like that. So I think first things first, let's sign Soleil. You don't want to be an agitator on this team. He would prefer to be a nun. Okay, you can be a nun. That's fine. Oh, right. I have to meet his demand. So let's get all these 1.5 guys in. Contract limit reached. Okay. We have to release some of these bad contracts again. Andrew McBain, buy him out. Derek Meyer, buy him out. McDonald, buy him out. Darcy Lowen, buy him out. Hopefully that'll be enough. Excuse me. All right, so we made the offer to Soleil. Let's make the offers to these guys. He wants the same thing, so let's meet demand. Ask for response. Sushinsky, offer contract. Meet demand. Ask for response. Submit. And I think I'm gonna sign St. Louis. I think I'm just gonna offer. Oof, he wants a lot of money. Meet demand. Ask for response. Submit offer. I think everybody who's 1 star, I think we're going to offer contracts to. I think at this point, with how bad we are, we may as well offer contract maximum. Okay, let's keep clearing out some contracts here. Mark LaForest is going to be bought out. Hank Lamons is going to be bought out. So I think the only one left was, we offered 1, 2, 3, 4. Breland. Was it Bure? Yeah. Meet demand. Ask for response. That's perfect. And Matthias Tiemander. Oops. Sorry about that. Meet demand. Ask for response. Submit offer. All right. So let's continue ahead a day. All right. So we had the best draft. Good for us. We signed Alfredson. Cool. We got Chechmanek. So far, everybody is either liking our contract. We don't have anybody coming back saying they hate it. Gary Shuchuk for Turgeon. We'll reject that. Players need to be assigned numbers. Of course, Alfredson's going to get 11. 32 will go to Chechmanek, and St. Louis will get 26. So let's keep going and make sure we have everybody signed. A healthy player, Varitsky. Let's put him on the active roster. Let's continue. Let's pause. Hold on. What happened? Okay. This thing just sped ahead here. Let's go to the 4th. All right, so we signed Havlid. We signed Madden. We signed Breland. Cool. All right, so we signed everybody is basically what it comes down to. Top free agents. Development report. Nobody of note. Players need to be assigned. Okay, so Havlid can have 28. Madden can't have 11, unfortunately. He can have 13. He's a bit upset. That's fine. Dackel wants 12. He can have it. Sushinsky wants 33. He can't have that. He can have 3. He's a bit upset. Breland wants 18. He can't have 18. He can have 81. It's the opposite. Bure wants 9. We'll give him 90. Ruslan Saleh wants 24. And Tamander wants 37. Okay, I'm fine with that. All right. So I'm going to sim ahead up to the beginning. Oh, we've got the Hall of Fame inductions. Let's do that. Okay, so let's see who makes the Hall of Fame. Rick Middleton, the former Bruin and Ranger. Borje Salming, who played for the Leafs and Red Wings. Rogie Vachon, the former goaltender. And Doug Mons of the most notably. I mean, I know Mons as a Blackhawk, but apparently he played more games with the Bruins, which shows you how much I know. I used to play a lot of Stratomatic hockey when I was a kid, and I had a 1960, it was a 1967 season, and Doug Mons was a Blackhawk in 1967. So, all right, we're going to continue ahead up to the beginning of the regular season. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we had another trade offer, Dave Barr. I'm not interested in Dave Barr. Alexei Kasatonov traded to the Nordiques for Craig Wolanin. Some of our players are having some issues getting adjusted. Excuse me. Again, development report. Alfredson got better. Bure got better. Chechmanek got better. All of our young guys, all the players we need to get better are getting better. That's good. Tim Taylor, another former Bruin. Red Wings and Kings, nothing interesting there. Nothing interesting there. Paul Stanton for Adam Burt. Jeff Bukaboom traded to the Winnipeg Jets. All right. Let's keep on moving here. Wait a second. What did that say? Oh, this is the strike season. Okay. I got really confused because I saw the next game wasn't until January 6, 1995. That's the year of the strike, right? I think this was the 48-game schedule. Very clever out of the park base, or I guess out of the park developments, franchise hockey manager guys. Yeah, I want to make sure. I believe that was the strike, 1994. Yeah. The lockout, it ended on January 11th, so ours will actually start on January 6th. Opening night's January 20th. Okay. Very, very good FHM. I wasn't expecting that, so that's cool. So let's go ahead and let's sim up to the preseason, I guess. We've received a trade offer, and I think what I'm going to do is ultimately I'm going to be doing a season at a time because it's going to move really quickly with only the one league going, and that's fine. Yeah, I had somebody in the comments ask about the Bruins playthrough. I mean, if there's still interest in that, I'll go back to it. I just wanted to take a bit of a break from it. I think this one's going to run pretty quickly. So it's kind of what I'm looking for right now. It's just a quick sim, a quick, easy sim. Christian Rutu traded. December scouting report. Poll results. Alexander Daig is still the most overrated player in the NHL according to this. All of our young players continue to get better. All right, so I'm just going to let the AI set up the organization during... Who did they send down? Oof, okay. I'm just going to let the AI sim through the preseason, and then we will set our lines and we'll move forward. So let's go to... I guess we got to go to the protection list. The waiver protection list. We should have the number one pick there as well. All right, so let's... okay, so we're there. continue. Select the players we want to protect. We're going to protect Chechmanek. And Rolison, I think, because he's young. Skaters protected. Let's just do it by potential. Arvidsson, Veritsky, Ruchin, McElwain, Berezin. Do it by age, too. Try to protect some of the younger players rather than some of the older players. Archibald. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Most of these guys are... I can't. Okay. Sure, we can protect a Darren Rumble. I don't really care. I mean, the rest of these guys are terrible. I got to protect Rosie. Jarmo Kekalainen, we'll protect him. Filimonov because he's only 23. Pankowitz because he's only 24. And that works for me. Okay. NHL Preview, obviously we're not there. So we get the first pick in the waiver thing, as it were, the only pick, our only pick. Do we want... I mean, anybody here makes our team better, but I think we want to go young-ish. JJ Daigneault. Joseph Dano. Picatil Human. Okay, that's... Oh, why did Washington get... I don't friggin' understand how this thing works, honestly. I don't know why we weren't picking first, and I don't know why we didn't get to pick. I guess we can pick again if we want to. Do we want to? Not really. All right, let's finish the draft. All right. So we got to get up to opening day. Rob Ramage and Darren. Maybe I'll make Ramage and Rumble fight for that number. Okay. So are we there yet? Opening day's the 20th. Our next game's the 22nd. So let's go and first of all, let's go down to PEI and let's call up the players we want to call up. So Chechmanek, we'll leave him there. We'll let him get a year down in with Prince Edward Island. Havlin's only half a star, so I'm fine leaving him down. JF Jomf, we're going to call up. Alfredson is 1 star. We're going to call him up. We're going to start playing him right away. St. Louis, we're going to call him up, start playing him right away. I mean, there's no reason not to. It's not like they're Madden, same thing. It's not like there is, they're signed to their contracts. They don't have, it's not like Major League Baseball where they get service time. So we'll call all these 1-star players up and just see how it works. All right. So how many players do we have on our team? 28. We got to send a bunch down. So Raglan can go away. We'll place him on waivers. Okay, I see why they did it, because we have more 1.5-star players than we do. And it's all got to be forwards. Okay, so I think Madden's like the best defensive forward we have on the team. Troy Millette can go down. Archibald can go down. I'd rather dress my star 1-star players than a garbage 1.5-star player, if that makes sense. Lamb can go down. And I got to send one more player down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 defensemen, so I should send a defenseman down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I got to send a defenseman down. Wait, I only have 1 goalie. I only have Javi Bulin. All right, so I got to send 2 players down. So let's send... Rob Ramage can go away. And I got to send 1 more player down because I do have to call up another goalie. And that's going to be Chechmanek. Oh, excuse me. All right, so I got to send 1 more person down, and it's got to be a forward. Dan Quinn. Goodbye. All right. So now we need to dress players. So I got to get... So we're going to bench him, get him up, bench him, get him up. St. Louis, Bure. How many? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 defensemen, 2 goalies, so I can dress 1 more forward. And that's got to be 13, 14, 14, 13. It's going to be Jumpf. All right. Excuse me. So there are our dressed players. Let's go ahead and set the lines. Let's see what they think we should do. These guys are so bad right now. First things first, let's make him a 2-way forward. And St. Louis. It's going to be a speedy forward. He can play, they can both play both wings, right? Alfredson left wing, St. Louis can play left and right. So I think I want to just do it. Let's Alfredson, Yashin, St. Louis. Let's just throw them in and let's force them to develop. Let's list him as a sniper. Our second line, Dimitra, Dackel. No, we're going to put Daig there. And Holmstrom. Holmstrom can play the left, right? Yeah. Playmaker, and he can set up Daig and Holmstrom. I'm fine with that. Madden will be our third line center with Varitsky and Dackel. Yeah, he's a much better defensive forward. Dackel is a 2-way forward, and Varitsky, I think, is probably fine there. Up and down winger? Yeah, we'll make him an up and down winger. And then our fourth line, Turgeon, Jumpf, and Bure. These guys are bad. But I think we're going to be better. We're bad this year, but I definitely think we're going to be better than we were last year. Yashin, Dimitra, Daig, Varitsky, and St. Louis. Sure. Javi Bulin and Chechmanek. Defensively, I don't really think it matters. Our defense is so bad. That's something we're going to have to pay attention to. But I am going to move Soleil up to the top pairing. And just let him do his thing. He's going to be there with Gord Dineen. Is he going to be there with Gord Dineen? Or Ludeman? Ludeman was my other young pick, right? Or my other young player. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Soleil and Ludeman. Ludeman can only play the left, so like play the left and right, so we'll switch them. Glenn will switch with Dineen. All right, so there is our 5-on-5, our power play. St. Louis and Alfredson, and then that second line was what? Dimitra, Daig, and Holmstrom. Okay. Okay. I like having Bure there. I'm good with that. And I think we'll put... Who are the other playmakers? Do we have any other playmakers? Just Dimitra, Yeah, I don't want to put Turgeon on the power play. Varitsky. We'll stick him there. And then we're going to do... Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yashin, not Turgeon, St. Louis. And then St. Louis goes there. Alfredson goes there. Holmstrom, Dimitra, Daig. And then we're going to go Yashin and St. Louis. And then we'll go Dimitra and Alfredson. Actually, no. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Like that. Yeah. Penalty kill really doesn't matter. We're terrible, so I'm just going to leave it the way it is. 4-on-4, Daig and Yashin, Varitsky and Dimitra. No. I want to put Dimitra out there with Holmstrom, and then Yashin with St. Louis. And then 3-on-3, we're going to go 2 forwards. Yep, Yashin and St. Louis, Dimitra and Holmstrom. Goalie starts. Backup will start occasionally, alternate on back-to-back. Stick with the starter during the playoffs. It's not going to matter. And I think that's that for the beginning of the season. So let's go ahead and sim a little bit. Let's sim till February 1st. Players need to be assigned numbers. Madden wants 11. He can't have 11. Alfredson's got 11. He can have 10. He seems fine with it. Bure wants 9. Belongs to Varitsky, so we'll give him 7. Cool. Let's look at... I think we missed waivers. That's okay. All right, let's sim ahead to the next month. Rob Ramage got claimed, I don't care, by the Canadiens. So let's see how it goes. So Dockel gets hurt right off the bat. Shin splints, so we'll replace him with Sushinsky. So we are 0-1. We're 0-2-3 through 5 games. So Varitsky's hurt now. We will replace Sushinsky with Dackel. Make sure everybody goes back where they belong. And we will replace Varitsky with Sushinsky. All right. All right, so we are... Look at some development here. Alfredson got better. St. Louis got a lot better. Rolison better. Cool, so we had some players get better. Brian Leach gets injured. Mario Lemieux with 4 points. Let's take a look really quickly. Let's look at our stats through 5 just to see how things shape up. Sushinsky's got 4 points in 4 games. Dimitra's got 3. Alfredson's got 3. St. Louis has his first goal. All right, so not terrible. I mean, we haven't won yet, but Chechmanek has actually played more than Hobby Bulin. He's 0-0-3 with a 1.99 goals against average. Hobby Bulin's been really bad, 6.32. So let's keep going. Let's go through March. See if we can pick up our first win here. Oh, there we go. Our first win. We are 3. Look at that, 3-4-3. We're not even in last place anymore. Hobby Bulin is hurt as we sit 4-5-3. How long is he out for? 1 to 2 weeks. So we got to go down to PEI, and we will call up Dwayne Rolison. And we will stick Hobby Bulin on the injured list. Get Rolison in there. Have him back up Chechmanek. Go to goalie starts. We don't want to start the goalie all that frequently. We'll just roll with Chechmanek for the time being. All right, let's pause. Dimitra with 10 points, Daig with 9, Yashin with 8, Alfredson with 7, St. Louis with 6. Look at that. Shusinski's a +4. We have a plus player in our lineup, folks. Chechmanek has been really good. 2.89 goals against and a .934 save percentage. So far, so good. All right, let's go to March 1st. We win 7-4 over the Lightning. Alfredson, 2 goals, 2 assists. Like to see that. So T-Mander's hurt, so we will play Shaw. And Varitsky is out indefinitely with a torn elbow ligament. All right, so let's just stick him on the injury list. And call up a forward. Quinn, I guess. Quinn or Lamb. Doesn't matter. Call up Quinn. He's not going to play unless somebody gets hurt. So let's get to the end of March. Players need to be assigned numbers. Oh, Quinn needs a number. We'll give him number 15. The Mew day-to-day. Memorable game for Wendell Clark with a hat trick. Let's keep going. I'd like to finish towards the bottom again to get another pick, but we're actually playing better than I anticipated. We are 7-7-3. Development report: Alfredson, Bure, Dimitra, Holmstrom, Madden, Soleil. All got better. Habibulin back sooner rather than later. Safe to dress him. That's nice. So we can send... Can we bring him off the injury list? Yeah, we can. Okay. So we can send Rollison back down. I got to put him on waivers. I don't want to put him on waivers. I'd rather do this. Tamander's out with a concussion, so we'll stick him there. We'll bench him. We'll bring him in. Get Habibulin back in there. Let's get the goalie starts set back up correctly. And let's... Oh, so we are at March 1st. So we are 7-7-3. 5th place in the Northeast Division, if you can believe it. Chechmanek is 5th in save percentage. Ray Shepard continues to just be crazy good in this playthrough. He's got 18 goals in 18 games. He had 112 points last year. Brian Bradley, here's a name I haven't heard in a while. 27 points in 19 games. Yashin has had a point a game. Dimitra, 16 in 17 games. St. Louis at 10. Alfred sits at 12. Okay, so we're doing okay. Let's go up to the trade deadline. I don't think we're going to make any trades. None of our players are, I'm not necessarily crazy about moving any of our players. They're all relatively young. Let's send Quinn down. We are going to have to call up a defenseman. Let's call up Havlid. Let's call up the half-star Nicholas Havlid. And let's throw him right in. Replace with Havlid. And let's keep going. Dan Quinn got claimed. Good. 8-10-5. Okay, we're now in last place at 8-12-5. Jomph is hurt. He's day-to-day, so we'll put in McElwain. Okay, so we're 8-13-5 at the trade deadline. The Caps are offering us Todd Nelson for Sylvain Turgeon. I will pass. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make any deals. I think I just wanna try to build through the draft and through some of those young free agent signings. St. Louis got 12 points in 26 games. Habibulin. Let's just look at the stats. So Chechmanek has played 14 games, 3-7-2 with a 3.20 and a 9.22 save percentage. Habibulin 4-5-2 with a 3.27 and a 9.10. Rollison 1-1 with a 9.20 save percentage. So our goalies are playing pretty well. Stat-wise, Dimitra leads us in goals. He's got 10 goals, 11 assists, 21 points. Yashin leads us in points. His point numbers are down because he's got 2 one-star players. Alfred's down to 3 stars, man. Okay, that's not good. He's got 2 one-star players on his wings, but that will, I think, work itself out when it's all said and done. St. Louis, 12 points in 26 games. Soleil, 8 points. Holmstrom's got 6. Bure looking for that first goal. It's a bit of a surprise. All right, let's sim through the end of the regular season. I guess we got to go up to the second for the Hall of Fame nominations. I think this was a 48 game season, 45, 48, something like that. I don't exactly remember. Alfredsson is hurt. He's out for 1 to 2 weeks. Will we replace him with Jompf? And let's keep going. Another injury. McElwain is hurt this time. Hip strain. Glenn is back, so let's put him on the injury list. And let's go down to PEI and call up Sergei Brylin. We'll get his shot in the lineup. I should have called up Brylin first and then replaced him because now I got to go in and I have to actually substitute, which I didn't want to do, but that's okay. Stick Brylin in there, and let's continue. Brylin needs a number assigned to him. He wants 18. He can't have 18. We'll give him 20. He seems fine with the number. Kirk Maltby, badly hurt in car crash. All right, so let's keep going. It's April 9th. We got to get up to May 2nd. 12, 19, and 6. More injuries. Yashin is hurt now. All right, and Jompf is also hurt. All right, so let's replace him with Alfredsson. And he's out for 1 to 2 weeks. So we got to put him on the injury list. No, don't do that yet. Find a player to call up first. Call up Lamb. Lots and lots of injuries. We have to take a look at our trainer here in the offseason. We will replace him with Lamb. I don't really care about readdressing the lines right now. I would prefer to continue to lose, to be honest with you. So that we can end up with a higher pick next season as well. So let's keep going. Players need to be assigned numbers. Lamb wants 7. He can't have 7. I'll give him 13. All right. Let's go to May 2nd, or try to go to May 2nd. Healthy player is McElwain. Okay, we'll stick him on the active roster. I think we're going to have to send somebody down. Jompf is back, so we will get Lamb out of there and replace him with Jompf, and then we will send Lamb to PEI, put him on waivers. I don't care. Another healthy player. Yashin is back. Cool. All right, so let's go back to our lines. I think we have Jompf on the top line, so we'll replace him with Yashin, and then we're going to have to send somebody down again, aren't we? Yeah. All right, that's fine. I think we can just send down Sergei Brylin. So let's replace with Jompf and send Brylin down to PEI. And keep going. Oh, come on with the injuries. Gord Dineen is hurt as well, so we'll replace him with Glenn. Jompf is hurt. We'll put McElwain in. And let's keep going. Hopefully we can get through the end of the season. Nope, another injury. Glenn is now hurt. So we'll replace him with Dineen, who is healthy again, or healthy-ish. Hall of Fame nominees. Okay. All right, so board confidence. Progressed decently. That's fine. We're 4, 7, and 5 this month. He's concerned about my work. Let's nominate some players here. Oh, I can only nominate one. Ted Lindsay. All right, so let's get to the Stanley Cup Playoffs. Wow, look at Detroit. 40-7. Holy crap. So we finished 15, 23, and 7, which is going to be good for 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to have the 4th pick in the draft, which is fine. We made a lot of moves this offseason to improve, and I think we did. We improved pretty substantially. Steve Yzerman, 82 points in 48 games. Shepard, 81. Gretzky, Lemieux, Yager, Solani, Jeff Courtnall, Sakic, Hull, and Recchi. Shepard led the league in goals. 47 goals in 48 games. This was a year in real life where Cam Neely had 50, I believe. He had 50 and 48. Shepard, Robitaille, Bure, Yager, Solani, Yzerman, Courtnall, Lemieux, Hull, and Ziggy Palffy. Top 10 in goals. Gretzky, Yzerman, Kozlov, Recchi, Lemieux, Sakic, Larry Murphy, Coffey, Leach, and Linden, your top 10 in assists. There's Roman Cechmanek, number 10 in save percentage. The Dominator, number 1 with a .933. Chris Osgood with a 168 goals against average. Take a look at our team stats for the year. Yashin finished with 40 in 42 games. Dimitra finished with a team-high 15 goals, 31 points. Alfredson finished his rookie season, 28 points in 42 games. Daig had 28. Martin St. Louis was an even plus-minus player with 25 and 48. He's up to 1.5 stars. Alfredson's up to 1.5 stars. Thomas Holmstrom, 14 points in 48 games. John Madden, again, out there for his defense, 11 points in 48 games. Bure finally broke the ice, had 2 goals in 48. Dackel had 7 goals and 1 assist. And goaltender-wise, split basically down the middle. Hobby Bulin, 6-12 and 6 with a 2.97 and a 9.18. Cechmanek, 8-10 and 4 with a 3.13 and a 9.20. So our goaltending situation is pretty solid. We need defense. That's going to be our target this offseason, is to improve that defense. So let's sim through the Stanley Cup Finals. All right, Hall of Fame voting here on June 2nd. Larry Robinson, Ted Lindsay, Billy Smith, and Bernie Federko. All right, are we done with I don't think we're done with Stanley Cup Finals, no. I've been extended. Good for me. That's good to hear. All right. So the Red Wings and the Penguins were in the Stanley Cup Final, and the Detroit Red Wings defeat the Pittsburgh Penguins in how many games? In 7 games. They beat them. No, they beat them 4-1. Okay. So Pittsburgh and the Rangers, Detroit and the Kings, and Detroit wins the Stanley Cup Final. Not a surprise, as they were 40-7. All right, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. I actually went and grabbed lunch, so I got hungry all of a sudden, and I'm feeling better, and I felt like going and getting myself some lunch, so I got some lunch. So anyway, the Detroit Red Wings won the Stanley Cup. They went 47-1. They outscored their opponents 195-84 on the season. Let's take a look at the Detroit stats real quick. Yzerman, 82 points. Shepard, 81. Kozlov, 61. Coffey, 55. Fedorov, Chasen, Lidstrom, Dino Ciccarelli, is it Sean Podine, a very young Keith Primo, Dallas Drake, Bob Probert, Konstantinov, Draper, Ricci, Mike Sillinger, so on and so forth. That is a good hockey team. Much better, I would say, than the Ottawa Senators, who finished 15-26-7. Our best season by far. So let's sim up to the NHL Awards, see if we get any awards. Ooh, free agency. Oh, there's actual free agency now. Cool. So anybody of interest? Nope. A lot of one-star players. Great. Award ceremony. All right, so Yzerman won the Lindsay, he won the Art Ross, the Rocket Richard went to Shepard. Daniel Alfredson won the Lady Byng in his rookie season. Bill Masterson went to Ray Bourque. Mark Messier won the Mark Messier Leadership Award. That is appropriate. And Chris Osgood won the Jennings. So the Hart nominees, Yzerman, Gretzky, Lemieux. My guess is it's going to go to Yzerman. It does. Conn Smythe Award winner goes to Paul Coffey. Martin St. Louis is one of 3 players nominated for the Calder Trophy, but it goes to Martin St. Louis with his 25 points in 48 games. Norris goes to Paul Coffey. The Selke goes to Dallas Drake. I think that's the second year in a row. Vezina to Martin Brodeur. GM of the Year, Paul Anka. That's me. I won the GM of the Year. And the best coach goes to me as well. So apparently our 15, 26, and 7 mark was enough to be recognized as the coach and GM of the year. Good for us. So let's get to the last day of the season. Let's look at our points. We're going to get 0. We're not going to get 0 point. No, we're going to get 0 points. Oh, no, we're not going to get 0 points because we got Manager of the Year. So we are going to get some points. 4 points. All right. So, good for us. Paul Anka, who, by the way, is a famous Ottawadian. I think Ottawadian is probably the right term. So, good for us there. Let's sim ahead to the next day. We'll get through the end of regular season 2. We'll take a look and see who's available in free agency that we'll make a run at here. I'm hopeful that we'll start to see fewer and fewer of these 18-year-old players come in and, we can just raid them. And Mark Howe retired. Not a lot of development from our players there. Board confidence, they want us to rebuild. There's no cap and there's no floor. Ginla, Mark Straight, Danny Briere, and Chris Phillips. So let's just quickly look and see if this is another year of... It's not. Okay, good. So there are only a couple of free agents this year. So it looks like last year was the last year where players were just sort of dumped in. So that's good. I think we'll make a run at Magnus Johansson. We need some defense. I don't know what the draft is going to look like yet. I didn't want to do that. Shoot. I didn't want to do that. We simmed ahead a day. Nothing happened, really. So we're okay there. Let's look at free agency again just to be safe. Make sure we didn't miss anything yet. Johansson's still there. Milan Hajduk signed his contract with Washington. Cool. So we'll make a run at Marcus Johansson, then we'll have free agency. And I think that's going to do it. How are we developing here? Yashin is 4-star, 4.5-star. Hobby Bulin's 3-star, 4.5-star. Chechmanek, if we go with this, let's just do it this way. St. Louis is 1.5-star, 5-star. Demetris 2-star, 3.5-star. Madden's 2-star, 3.5-star. Alfredson's down to 3 stars. So starting to develop, but we definitely need help defensively. Defensively, we are in rough shape. Havlid and Ruslan Saleh are our 2 best defensemen. So that's going to be our focus in free agency and the draft. Guys, let me know your thoughts. Are you enjoying this? Am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? Do you just hate it and you want me to go back to the Bruins? Or do you just hate it and want me to stop? Whatever it is, let me know. We'll talk to y'all soon. Thanks and have a good one. Bye-bye.